What is going on? It's Jack here again. We've got another special video for you today, and this one is about making 10k per month on Amazon and the sort of truth behind it and what you sort of need to know in particular, you know, with a small investment, because you see a lot of these people and just before I get started with this video, by the way, I'm sorry about my my buffy head. I need a haircut, so sorry you have to look at this disaster, but I'll get it fixed soon, I promise. But what I talk about in this video, more in particular, you see a lot of people who have said, "Hey, you know, I put in $1,000 into Amazon and I made $30,000 into it," or I put in $1,000 and I made, you know, 10,000, you know, in 1 month. And you know, while that does happen with some products, you have to sort of be a bit more realistic, because it's not going to happen with most products. You know, there has to be a huge profit margin in that product, and there has to be a lot of demand, and you have to have the amount of units there to actually sell to make that profit. So we're going to jump right into the video, and I'll show you guys. I basically made a sort of in-depth blueprint of what you should look at if you're sort of looking to make, you know, that 10k mark per month in profit, by the way. You know, not just revenue. If you're looking to make 10k in profit per month, what you sort of have to look for when you're just getting started, at least, because when you're looking at that amount of money per month, you have to look at it in a long term. You can't make it out as though, you know, you're just going to put out your first order and bang, you're going to make 10k in 1 month. It doesn't work like that. You have to be realistic. So we're going to jump right into it, and I'll show you guys basically in detail how you sort of have to look at it, you know, in the long term. So this is making 10k a month on Amazon. Now this is just a blueprint. I'm not guaranteeing any of you guys are going to make 10k just by watching this, but this is going to give you a good idea of what to expect. So this is all calculated in AUD, so in Australian dollars. Sorry if you guys watch from the US, but you guys will just have to convert this down to US, because it's a little bit more. If you're living in Australia, it comes out to a bit more. So this is all in AUD, and we're starting off with a $1,500 investment. So let's just say you start off spending $1,500 you've got to put into Amazon. So need to change this. 1.5k. So stock bought with 1.5k. So let's say you found your product, you want to go into Alibaba, and you've negotiated with your suppliers. You found, now just for instance, just for this example here, this is just a small light product, which I'll show you guys an example for when we calculate the profits in a second. But this is just your standard, not oversized product. This is how I've calculated the fees for this. So you've gone to your supplier and you've got your price there, and they said, "Hey, cool. You've got enough for them to say, yep, cool. 300 units at $3 a piece. That gives you a nice looking box, and that gives you your logo on there and your barcode, which is your UPC code, all on there. So $3 a piece, which comes out to $900 plus shipping costs, which is $350. Total is $1,250. So cool, you got $250 left. You leave that for your PPC advertisement. So that's cool. Now the item selling price, so you see that the average price going is about $15, so $14.99. So you list it on there for $14.99. And by the way, I'll link this FBA revenue calculator in the description as well, because it'll give you a good idea of how to calculate your profits. That's how I've calculated this one. So your item selling price is $14.99. Cool. Your selling fees, so for Amazon to get it into the warehouse, package it up for you and send it out to the customer, $3.20 per unit. So that's what the selling fees are. So your profit, so your selling price, $14.99. Cost of your product was that $3 a piece from the supplier. That's the best price you could get from them. And then, so you have to take the $3, then you have to take the selling fee, which is $3.20. So you're left with $6.54 in profit. I'll write that down. In profit. So that's how much you're going to get in your back pocket once you make a sale, once the fees have come out. So $6.54 profit. So let's just say sales per month. So with your profit margin, so, and just for instance, this is about, we'll type this up here, this is about 40%. So this is your sort of average profit margin. So that's about 40% your profit. So, and that's pretty average. So that's a decent profit margin which you get. On the low side, you get about 25%. I wouldn't recommend that. 40% is pretty decent, and then a good profit is anywhere around 60 to 70% if you can find a product like that. But this one's 40%, so your profit at 300 times your profit margin is $6.54, that comes to 1,962. So this is in 1 month. Now, you'll see a lot of people who've come up saying, oh, look how many sales I've made, and they'll show you, they'll show you your phone, and they'll show you their seller account, and it's got this price here, it's got this amount here, so almost 4,500. You just have to be careful when people show you things like that, because it can be a bit misconstrued, because that's their revenue. So if I was to sell these 300 units in 1 month on my seller account, it'll have 2 figures there. It'll have this one, which is the revenue. So it'll say, cool, it looks like I've made 4.5 grand, but in reality, they've made just under $2,000 in profit in their back pocket. So you just have to keep that in mind. So let's just say with our initial investment of $1,500, we made $1,962. So that's not $10,000, but there is a way to reach $10,000. So I'll show you a couple of ways, and this is the first one. So let's say, without spending any more money, you go on to the next month using this month's profits. And this is a good business model as well. If you only have the $1,500 there, this is how to convert it. So next month, using this month's profits, so let's just say, cool, I want to buy more units. We'll see how much I can buy with the profit that I've got. 400 units for your second batch. So let's just say you make a deal with your supplier, and they say, hey, cool, you've already bought off us once, so we can do, instead of at $3 a unit, we can do $2.85 for you, make it a bit cheaper, and we can take the shipping costs down to $300. Even though there's more units, we can do this deal for you. You say, cool, let's do that. So $1,440, that's going to cost all up. So you take this month's profits, last month's profits, and then you take the amount that this 400 units, the next shipment costs. You've got $522 left over for some PPC, for some advertisement, which I forgot to mention up here, by the way. 250 left for PPC advertisement. That's just to rank your keywords on Amazon. So that's what that is, and that's why I've left that amount there. So you got $522 left over. You can use some of that for your PPC, which is your pay-per-click advertisement on Amazon, to rank your product. So sales per month. So your product's becoming more popular because you've started making a lot of sales and you started getting some reviews. So you can raise your price. You can raise it an extra $1. And this is something this is real. This is what happens. If your product starts becoming more popular, you can actually charge a tiny bit higher than your competitors if it's becoming, if the popularity on it grows. So you raise your price to $15.99. Your profit is now at $7.39 per unit because you've raised it an extra $1. So let's just say with your, that's not $7.39, so it's $7.39. So 400 units times $7.39. That's your new amount of profit in 1 month, $2,956. This is the revenue. So again, it all looks good, on your account, with your revenue. Cool, I've sold this much, but in actual reality, you're only making just under 3 grand profit. So cool, you're one step closer, but you're not at 10K per month just yet. So what do you do from here? I'll basically show you there's a couple of ways. So where to go from here? So you can, 1, keep reinvesting in more units every month. You can buy 400, 500, and as the demand gets higher, you can buy more and more. Popularity grows, you might be able to raise your price and whatnot, but you can just buy enough units, where the point to you where you get 1,000 units, 1,500 units, and you're selling that each month. So you can grow from there till your profit hits 10K plus. Or what you can do is you can use that money to not only invest in, once you start making more money, not only invest in that product, but you can find more products, with even better profit margins if you can do that, 60% profit margins, and you can have, more than one product at a time. Instead of just reinvesting in the same product, you can have multiple ones out there. So a quick guide for this. Now, there's a few ways you can do this, but it all works out the same. So let's just say you have one really good product, and this is all towards a 10K per month. Let's just say you have one product that makes 10,000 profit per month, which would probably be about, let's say, that'll be about 12 to 14,000 revenue. Sorry, 10K profit. No, that'll be 22 to 24,000 revenue per month. So that'll be 10K profit. So you can have one product that's going to be harder to do. You could have two products that make you 5k profit per month each. That'll still make you the 10k profit. Or to be not only on the safer side, it'll take more time, but it'll be better in the long run. You can have 5 products that make you 2k per month each, and that'll still make you 10k per month profit. So that's playing the long-term game for Amazon, but it's definitely a good business model to run through. So if you guys want this template, let me know. I'm gonna leave it in the I'll see if I can leave it down in the description down below. Or you guys can just follow along and just write down notes as well. But if you want the template, just leave it in the comments down below and I'll add that in. But that's pretty much just the blueprint on how you can scale it to 10k. But it's also just to let you guys know to be realistic when it comes to Amazon, because one, if you're only putting in, you know, $1,000 to $1,500 as your initial investment, you're more than likely not going to make 10,000, let alone 20,000 per month, at least within your first order. You have to exponentially grow it, and you have to have a good business model there so you can basically, so it's scalable and so you can play it for the long term, because there's not many products out there that you're just going to have your initial investment and then bang, you know, you're going to have 70% profit, and you know, you're going to make, you know, 20,000, 30,000 in 1 month from your first initial order. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys for this. If you have any questions about this, leave them down below, or come join the our Facebook group. We've got an Aussie Amazon Entrepreneurs Facebook group. I'll link that down below, and I'll accept you into the group if you want to click on the link and join it. Other than that, guys, make sure to follow me on those socials. If you thought this video was really informative, leave a like on it, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you like my stuff, I'm going to try and put out as many of these videos as I can. But other than that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one.